Okay, so welcome back to Cayuga Bytes. I'm Emma Tavener. This is Winne, and we have. So this may look a little different now because we are recording through Skype since we can't access the college campus anymore. But we still decided that we would give you content. So it's going to be new and it's going to be different, and please bear with us.
Yeah, it's not our perfect lighting and high grade cameras anymore.
I know everything's very different. So I guess the first thing we should talk about is our new small remote Collegian staff that we have now. That's just pretty much the three of us, and then Emily Lane, our photographer, who has submitted some great pictures, who's still working with us.
Collegian's still going to go on, and so is Cayuga Bytes.
Yes, it is. Okay, so what we have to talk about, we still, even though all of our classes were canceled last week, continued and produced a new issue of the Collegian, and it was sent by Norman Lee via PDF file. So if you haven't gotten that, I would highly suggest checking your college email and sharing with your friends to stay informed with us.
People can write how they're feeling during this time, and we'll put it either in Cayuga Bytes or the newspaper.
And since then, we've gotten at least 2 student emails that they have shared their opinions about graduation being canceled instead of postponed, and the coronavirus canceling classes for, I believe, a student that had needed necessary credits and hours being in school, and he was nervous about how that was going to work out for him. But it's been great receiving feedback from the students, because that usually, that really never happens, but when it's in small print, people probably don't pay attention to it versus, if it's PDF and it's there in huge letters and people are finally understanding that it's an outlet for them to share their opinions about these types of things that we've been going through.
So I'm Ben. You guys adjusting to all of this?
It's really hard to stay disciplined, I would say, not being in a school environment.
Yeah, definitely.
Work has been crazy. So I work at Wegmans, and I've just put in so many hours there, and then I come home and I completely ignore the fact that I have to do homework or that I have all this stuff to do. It's like, it's really hard to stay motivated in this type of environment.
I think a lot of people feel that way, though.
Yeah.
Like most people.
Yeah, even friends.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's good.
You have all these distractions.
All these instructions, is that what you said?
Distractions.
Oh, distractions. I totally agree. I agree. Even my dog.
I'm distracting him right now.
My dog is a big distraction. It's hard to get work done around him, but it's been really, really hard to adjust to, and I'm just really hoping that by the end of the semester it'll work out in a way where my professors will be very understanding with me, because it's just so difficult to stay motivated and to stay devoted to getting all that schoolwork done. Even though it's online, it makes it so tedious. Like, I get headaches if I stare at screens for way too long, honestly, and it's been a lot. It's been a lot to adjust to.
And I hope in their stories about how they're adjusting to this.
Yeah, you can always you can email us at cayugabytes@gmail.com or cayugacollegian@gmail.com to definitely get your opinion heard, because we will be sharing things like that in the Collegian and in Cayuga Bytes, because that's what we have to talk about right now. No one's in school, and we're all suffering with it. There's no sports anymore, and it's hard to stay motivated during these times, especially when there's so much underlying anxiety with the idea of the virus in general.
Yeah, because the day sports got canceled, because I get a credit for school as well, I had to go through hoops to add another class because I wasn't getting that credit I needed to graduate.
Oh, yeah.
How was your gym class? Do you know?
They have
Who's
not
supposed to be taking a gym
contacted
class?
me.
Well, you should probably contact them.
Yeah, I should.
But they closed the gym early on before they even closed the campus.
Yeah, 1 credit online gym course.
Nice.
Online gym credit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's craziness.
I heard kids from like Southern Cayuga for like high school, not for college, but they have to do like insane Zoom classes. Like for gym class, they have to like get on.
Exercise on camera.
Yes, they have to like get on Zoom and like walk their dog or something, or like go for a walk.
Do you think that that's better than taking it like an informational class?
That's
like
crazy.
I
Like they like their day is still scheduled out like a school day. Like it's still in like 45-minute increments. They just have to join different Zoom like classes.
my would be dead by the end of the day.
Honestly.
Okay, so I know we've gotten a lot of feedback from students, even through email, since we've sent out this new issue of the Collegian, and they're complaining about the fact that graduation has been canceled instead of just postponed. And I know that I have a lot of friends that have gone to four-year schools and they're supposed to get their bachelor's degrees, and they are so disappointed with their graduations also being canceled. I see tons and tons of what are they called? Oh gosh. Petitions, online petitions. There's a lot of my friends have been making online petitions for their schools instead of to make it so that graduation is just postponed until the fall or even later if this virus takes too long, instead of being canceled, because it means so much to them. So how are you feeling about that, Jenna?
Well, when they released it, and they're like, "You're welcome to come to next year's graduation." Like, I feel like that's not special to us anymore because we've earned this graduation, and then they're like, "You just come to next year's. Like, don't worry about it." Like, do you know where you're gonna be in a year? Because I don't.
Yeah, exactly. Like by the time that next year's commencement comes around, we're gonna be in school in other places or working in other places. We could move. Like it's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that one of the concerns brought up with this was the girl that emailed us and told us that we weren't even gonna be getting gowns or anything, and all she wanted was her graduation tassel.
She wanted the tassel with the year on it, and they
Yeah.
weren't supply those.
Yeah, they're not giving us anything. No caps. I mean, I know that I have my cap and gown from like high school graduation, and I didn't even think about that some people would be wanting to save the cap and gown and to even at least have the tassel at the very least, and we're not getting any of that at this point. And we definitely don't want a 2021 graduation tassel because that's just not accurate, but that's what she was saying. Yeah, it's pretty disappointing, I think. I like you said, I don't think it's considered special once it's the next year and we're graduating with people that are graduating in 2021. But I don't know. I guess that's still an option for students, but
like if they push it to like August, that would be fine.
Yeah, or even like August or the fall, just as long as they listen to the students, like they should send out maybe a questionnaire to all the sophomores and see how they're feeling about it. Like, I feel like that's a good idea too.
Good first step for sure.
That we heard from the school before I read it in the newspaper.
Yeah, true. That's also true. I saw it all over Facebook. I've seen lots of friends, lots of fellow students that are supposed to be graduating with us that are posting all over their social media about how disappointed that they are about it. And it's really upsetting to some of them because even though maybe you or myself, we've gone through these 2 years like it's a breeze, but some people have all these struggles and it's taken a lot longer than 2 years for them. And it's such a big accomplishment that they finally made it to this point, and now they're just canceling their graduation. And it's just very unfair.
Yeah. And some people are like, I wasn't planning on going, but for people who did the strides and really wanted to go, they took it away from them. Yeah,
they did. And even if, like I said, even if we were going next commencement, which would be next May, it's still just not as special after putting in all that hard work. It's like you don't want to have to wait a year, and it's just unfair.
Like I told my boss, I was ready to start working again. I'm going to start working because I don't take anything off for like graduation or anything anymore.
Yeah, Yeah, I know a lot of my friends had that same graduation date, so we were all pretty disappointed, like that we were all gonna have to attend our own graduations and we couldn't attend each other's. But now they're just half of them are canceled, half of them are postponed to the fall. Some of them are online, like virtually, and that's really upsetting. I would say if your graduation was virtual, it's really sad.
It's not the best way to get it, that's for sure.
I'm Corinne Stevens, and you're watching Cayuga Bytes.
Hi guys, Emily Lane here, coming at you from my house. We're quarantined. This is my daughter Willow. Her daycare program has been closed. She goes to the Cayuga Community College Child Care Center, and they have completely closed their practice as of yesterday, so she's home with me. We're currently in quarantine right now because I went to Syracuse yesterday to go through their drive-through testing. So there's actually a community clinic. There's a community clinic in Syracuse that allows you to drive up, and the nurses come up to the window, and they come up to the window of your car. They have you put your window down like this much. They take your temperature. They talk to you about your symptoms, blah, blah, blah. And then if they think that you show enough symptoms or think that you might have COVID-19, they'll test you. They didn't think that we had it. We just went as a precautionary because I've been super sick, and all of my tests for everything else came back negative. So I'm just asthmatic. I suck at breathing. So we're staying home. Currently, I've lost my job. My job closed earlier this week, so I am without pay. My classes are full online classes at this point, and I'm not ready for it, but it is what it is, and we have to do what we have to do. Getting through classes with my 3-year-old at home is going to be probably the most challenging part of this whole experience, aside from the whole, being stuck in our house. I've been working on some creative projects because I have a photo studio in my basement because I'm a photographer. So I do my own things down there. So I've been working on that and working on homework, and I'm also still working on getting my NAMI group started at CCC. I've been talking with Jeremy, our guidance counselor, and Terry, our affiliate for Cayuga County. So we've been working rather diligently from home to get our mental health group started on campus. So we do have a Facebook page now for that. It's NAMI CCC. And hopefully we get a little more action on there. I'm hoping to get some online interactions with students, so that they can reach out for assistance or help if they're feeling stressed out or overwhelmed, because we all are. This is a big change for everybody. It's kind of scary to live through, I'm not gonna lie. I know a lot of people that aren't taking this very seriously, and they should be. But who knows, every day something new has changed, and it's progressing very rapidly, and we'll see where it brings us in the next week or so for classes and everything else. I'm going to be doing short little vlogs here and there for the Collegian to use maybe on our Cayuga Bytes, giving a first one-on-one impression and feelings on being quarantined. This is day 2 for me that I'm locked up at my house. We're stocked on food, we're good, just, bored out of my mind at this point, but it happens. I hope everybody is out there and staying safe. You hear that? The sirens are going off in the background. My daughter can hear them. So yeah. But yeah, I'm Emily Lane with the Cayuga Collegian, and you're watching Cayuga Bytes.
This is Cayuga Bytes.
So I know that Mary told us she had definitely a few funny videos that she was going to include that have to do with there's a parrot putting toilet paper rolls into a car which I think is funny. I don't know about you, but and then I did see a video, which it might not be the same one, but it was a video of a guy, and he kept like washing his hands. He went to go turn the faucet off and realized that his hand was dirty again. So he turned it on when his hands were dirty, and he just needs to keep like washing his hands. I don't know. I am petrified with working still.
Right.
I figured I should talk about this because I work at Wegmans, and I have to clean every hour. I'm required to wash my hands every 30 minutes. I can no longer do refunds or exchanges for people that bring things back into the store because I'm not sure if there's germs on it, or I don't know if it's carrying the coronavirus on the surface of it, so I can't return anything or take anything back from people.
Yeah, if they haven't left the store, right?
Even if they haven't left the store, I just can't do anything like that. And I come in contact with so many people, and we still have like our lottery machines going and our bottle return machines, which I need to clean out because it really makes me handle like thousands and thousands of dollars from people every day, which is terrifying. But they're supposedly putting up plexiglass for all of our cashiers and at the service desk so that we don't have to come in such contact with these people anymore, which is, I'm thankful for it because I know that people are careless, and I'm terrified that I'm going to bring home this virus to my parents and they're going to spread it, and everyone's just going to spread it, and I'm going to be the cause of it all. And I'm like, eek.
Okay, but you wouldn't be the cause of it all. It'd be the person that gave it to you.
Yeah, but I have a guilty conscience. So. Sorry?
Like, I've not left my house.
Yeah.
My dog is like driving my car around so it's not sitting for so long. And just a ride around the block like an idiot.
But yeah, pretty much go to work and come home and stay home and take my temperature every day because I'm petrified that I'm going to have this virus, honestly. And my thermometer is low on batteries, and I can't find a thermometer everywhere.
We lost ours. We could use the meat thermometer.
Oh, I mean, that's one way to do it. At least you have something.
Thermometer either.
No, I don't. I definitely don't. But
I feel like the lowest a meat thermometer goes like 100 degrees.
Nope, it does not, because we used it and it worked perfectly.
Oh, that's okay. That's a little life hack for you people who don't have thermometers out there and definitely can't find them in stores because they aren't in stores. I work a lot and I deal with really angry people, and then I come home and I try and do homework. Doesn't work very well, and I go to bed, and that's pretty much the daily, even though I'm not in school.
Right.
Like, I honestly miss being in school because it kept me on a schedule. I wasn't sleeping until 11 o'clock in the morning or later, and I've played so much video games.
Oh yeah, it's craziness. I guess that's all we have for this week. I mean, we're gonna learn as we go, so please stay tuned with our hopefully PDFs that'll be sent out every week for our Collegian, and we're still posting Cayuga Bytes. Obviously, we've been recording on Skype, so I hope you guys will tune in to us and read our issues. Definitely contact us with opinions or just thoughts you can either CayugaBytes@gmail.com or CayugaCollegian@gmail.com. We accept emails from both accounts. So that's all we have for this week then. Thanks for tuning in. Jenna, it was great talking to you.